Hello, welcome to the ELA Professional. I'm going to be going over a mini lesson pertaining to comparing and contrasting informational text. This will be a two-part series. This is part one. When reading informational text, always remember main ideas, supporting details, and keywords. Ready now. Let's begin. Now I'm going to look at my think aloud question number one. What information do both sources have in common? Now I'm going to look at my answer choices. A. Both sources focus on time. B. Both sources give recommendations. C. Both sources talk about food. D. Both sources talk about being tired. Okay, I'm going to start off by looking at the two sources I have in front of me, source 1 and source 2. I'm going to read each source separately. Source 1. A person who is unable to focus is usually tired. A good night rest is something all humans should have in order to be able to function each day. The National Sleep Foundation's recommended sleep pattern for adults is 7 to 9 hours per night. But for children, the recommended sleep pattern is 9 to 11 hours per night. Okay, next I will read source 2. Children should eat balanced meals per day. They should eat from several food groups to maintain a healthy diet. This will help students stay focused while completing schoolwork. It is suggested that kids eat at least 3 healthy meals a day. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at source number 1, and I'm going to highlight words, keywords that will help me understand the main idea and supporting details, giving me a better understanding of what the text is actually about. Okay, so I'm going to highlight in yellow words like tired, rest, National Sleep Foundations, sleep, and sleep pattern. Next, I'm going to highlight the words recommended in red. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the word focused. I'm going to highlight that word in green. Now for source 2, words I need to highlight, starting with the words I'm going to highlight in yellow, would be balanced meals, healthy diet, healthy meals. They were highlighted in yellow. Next, the word I'm going to highlight in red is going to be suggested. Lastly, I have a word I'm going to highlight in green, which is the same word from source 1, which is going to be focused. I have a challenge for you. I have 2 words that I didn't highlight. Let's see if you can find them. I'll give you a hint. One word is mentioned only once, but is very important to the text. The other word is mentioned more than once. If you chose eat, which is in the text 3 times, and you chose the word food, which is mentioned once, you've been paying attention. Very good. Based on the information highlighted, the topic of source number 1 can be considered to be sleep patterns or sleep. Based on the information I highlighted and the information you provided for source number 2, the topic is eating patterns or eating. When comparing source 1 and source 2, even though source 1 is talking about sleep patterns and source 2 is talking about eating patterns, the one thing that I do know that they have in common is they're both about health. When answering the think aloud, what information do both sources have in common? Have in common is dealing with similarities. Similarities is dealing with comparing or comparison. Okay. The answer to the think aloud question is B. Both sources give recommendations. Thank you for viewing part 1. Part 2 will be coming soon. Thank you.